This video is a quick Key Stage 4 introduction to the food tests. So you may sometimes wonder, what is it that goes into our food? Perhaps you wonder which particular chemicals our food is made of. Well, luckily, there are a variety of food tests that we can use to do this. So our title today is Food Tests. And by the end of this, we should be able to describe how to test different foods for starch, glucose, proteins, and lipids. So we should write our notes out like this, with our title across the top, and on the left margin we should write in our learning objectives. Then within our notes, for each learning objective, we'll put in the relevant notes to that point. Finally, at the end of the video, you should summarize in your own words what you've learned. So let's start with starch. Starch can be tested for using iodine. When iodine is placed on starch, the iodine turns from orange to blue-black in the presence of starch. That means if the food turns blue-black, that means it had starch in it. Next, glucose. So to test for glucose, we need to add something called Benedict solution to the food sample and then keep it close to 100 degrees C in a water bath for about 5 minutes. Once that is done, the Benedict solution turns brick red in the presence of glucose. As you can see on screen, there are a variety of colours based on how much glucose is found in that food sample. Proteins. To test for proteins, we add biuret solution. This turns from a pale blue to purple in the presence of protein. And finally, lipids. Lipids can turn paper from opaque to transparent. So if you rub any form of fat on a piece of paper, you'll be able to see through that piece of paper.